Back again with another guide, this time Hellpoint. We're going to find all the collectibles, and this will be the first collectible we're going to find. It's called a Lorestone. There is 44 in total, so here's the first one. Once you start the game and after the opening sequence, you will literally run into this one. It's near enough part of the story. So once you go out to the outside area, you'll find a big ass bridge and it's quite sunny outside. Not much to really explain here because you have to go up the stairs to the right. So before going up the stairs, just interact with this Lorestone. If you're not too sure if it's actually working, if you look on the top, you'll see like a red and a white, and you'll find letters. Just find the corresponding letter. It should go from top and all the way around a full circle. This one is very easy to find. Once you go across the balancing area, you'll find just to the left. So after about a 5-minute cutscene, at the moment all I can see about this game is just cutscenes. Once you have dealt with your first combat scenario, once you left, you will find your fourth Lorestone located in the area. Can't really miss it. Pretty easy to find. So from the last location of the previous Lorestone, there'll be 2 doors directly in front of you. You can go either right or left. I always prefer to go to the left then to the right. So of course we're going to the left one first. When we go in, you should hopefully see the Lorestone located near the back wall on the right side. You need to climb up a little bit of a cliffside sort of thing, or some steps. But yeah, this simply before going left, go right, head up the small steps to find your next stone.
Was a frost giant.
I want to get ahead of myself now very slightly. This next one can be a little confusing, but once you activate the doorway, then you need to find out how to get to the hanging red, you know, whatever they call them, red things to activate the door. But anyway, all this is part of the story, so you need to come up here, so you shouldn't really get that lost. So before you leave the area, if you would like, you can open this door here and then open the other one on the other side, just to the lefty. So now once you go in here, you need to backtrack ever so slightly to this transform device thingy bob. So we have to reactivate so it locks up the wall to the right and makes a bridge in front of us. Now the door is open, so now we can get that Lorestone. And now just go towards your Lorestone and listen to it.
The Northmen say that Odin and his brothers killed Ymir, and that the world of man was formed.
This next one is very simple to get. Once you come through and then you'll battle some demons in this one little type arena area. Once you're dealt with that, either go up to the right side or just simply climb up. You will find this Lorestone. You should actually run past this one, so you shouldn't really miss this one, but if you do, it's not that difficult to find. Just on the way, part of the story. But of course you don't have to grab it, so it's not really part of the story. Number 8. Shortly after, from the last Lorestone, you will jump down and you can't jump back up. You will start entering like a darkest area with loads of them red symbol things. Before carrying on forward, if you take a sharp right and head back on yourself, and you'll find number 8.
The Northmen say that Odin is always in search of knowledge and wisdom.
So this one is not that bad. Once you get to the door sequence, of course, you have to go from the door, you have to go down the stairs and go left, and then figure out what you need to do. Eventually you'll get here. You do like a big circle around. Once you go across the bridge back to where the door is to your right hand side, if you go left, you have to activate this part here where it shows you a massive hole in the wall. All this is part of the story, so you can't really miss it. Now once we go inside, the correct way to go is up the stairs to your left or go right. Either or. But the way we don't have to go is straight ahead underneath the castle. Then in this you'll find your Lorestone.
The Northmen say that Odin has two ravens. Their names are Thought and Memory.
After you defeated your first boss, then you have to come all the way back to the very starting location where we started. Now we go to the right door now instead. For this Lorestone, if you just follow the only path you can for now. Just keep on going. Just head straight, you can't really miss it. So for this one, once you have figured out how to burn this door down for the very first time, just head up. Don't go across the bridge because it's a dead end. Instead, go left, head down. Before going right to carry on with your adventure, turn left, grab the Lorestone.
The Northmen say that the
Easy
defender
peasy.
of Muspel is called Surt, the foremost of the fire giants.
She needs to remember the path. Everything will burn then.
Now shortly after, when you head down to the right side, you'll encounter the door once again. Of course you have to burn this door down to proceed on. So the only way you can go is this way. Before going left to the right direction, if you head right and head towards the dead end, that will contain your Lorestone number 12.
The Northmen believe that the world will be destroyed someday. They call it Ragnarok.
So once you have gone through that doorway that you burnt down, in the next area you will find some houses to the right. If you go inside, you will find your next Lorestone.
The Northmen say that at Ragnarok, the sons of Muspel will
Number 14. Once you have burnt down the next door, go the only way you can. Climb up and go up the ladder. Now once you come up here, if you head left and go over the small bridge. Once you go inside the house, turn left and go all the way to the bottom. And on the outside balcony type area, you will find the Lorestone 14.
The Northmen say that what we see as a rainbow is the bridge that goes from the world of men to the world of the gods.
Okay, the next thing we're going to do is once we go across the bridge, we go inside. This is where you'll be. You'll fight at least 5 to 6 people in this room. Once you've dealt with them, you have to do the next puzzle section. Before doing that, if you head right and head outside, you will find your next Lorestone, number 15, just on the right.
However, you come to the gold-covered bridge that leads to hell.
So the next one is located from the previous location. I have already finished the puzzles in this section, so everything is now open to me. Of course, this is not a walkthrough, just a collectible guide. Once you go up the stairs, once you figure that out, all you have to do now is go around the corner, and then eventually you will find that there's a open gap with a ladder in front. So once you go down, you will clearly see the next Lorestone.
Hela possesses large dwelling places in Helheim. Tall are her walls.
He's there.
Once you finish the next sequence, and you'll come into this new area. When you drop down, this one can't really be missed. Well, it can if you don't grab it. But as soon as you drop down, you get a very short scene of the darkness around you. Then if you just look on the water side on the left, you'll find your first Lorestone of this area.
His name is Sigmund.
Next one is still on the side of the beach. Just simply go all the way down to the other end. Of course you have to go around. Can't just simply go straight. Eventually you will get there.
Death for Sigmund and his brothers seems certain.
So the next one, I would do it from the last location as well, but try to save some time. So that's the location of the last one we was at. So turn around, go behind the boat that's on the shore, go up the ladder. Then once you climb up here, just keep going around. You will find some set of stairs. Before you go up them set, look to the left, you will find your next stone.
As the she-wolf licks the sweet honey.
All these live stones are pretty damn close by, so they're not that difficult to find. Well, at the moment, none of them have been difficult to find. So when you get to a part where the music changes, all the colours and sound effects, all the effects kick in, turn right, head back on yourself to grab the number 20.
Sigmund's sister trades
Almost
shields
halfway.
for sorcerers,
Almost.
and in disguise.
Now once you head to the tree, after the long, not really long, but after a few cutscenes, now if you go around to the left side of the tree, you will find that there's a Lorestone in the beach or the corner of the tree area just to the
As
left.
Sigmund and Sinfjotli are being buried alive, Sigmund's sister throws an armful of straw into the grave mound.
And last but not least, the last one for this area. I have no idea, like, I'm kind of confused on what level is what, so at the moment, until I find out actually what the level is called, this video may not even have any levels names, because I don't know what it is. So as you've seen, if you go from the last location and then go to the back end of the tree area, you will find your next one. And now all we need to do is just head towards the tree and carry on with your story. So once you actually get into the tree and you watch the cutscene, once you leave the tree, and you'll see all 4 of these stones light up. Doesn't really matter which one you go to, so make sure you go to this one first. This is where we're going for the guide. Once you interact with the stone, you'll get teleported into a new area. Before going up the ramp, where the red flags are, if you go left and go all the way down the beach side, and eventually you'll find your Lorestone.
Senua, you remind me of a story that the Northmen tell about a young...
Now once you go back and go up the ramp and go inside the door, making sure you grab the torch.
Take the torch. It's too dark. Take it. This will help you. Careful. You have to be able to see.
When you go in, you will hear a monster sound. Now try the best you can and go left. Unfortunately, I cannot run through these sections. I have to walk. So once you light up your first torch in front of you, if you go left, you will run straight into this Lorestone. You can miss this one. This is pretty... I'd say it's like a 50-50 chance, depending which way you turn left or right first. So if you turn right, you can come back. It's just a bit confusing because... it's got like a little maze area, this is.
Within the burial mound, Hervor calls on her father.
So that one's done.
From death.
So now, if you just head back now and go right instead of left. So we're going to head back to where we
I'm here for the trials.
came in from,
When we
that
first
is.
met, remember? I'll find him.
So from here, there'll be left is the way to get that lore that we already got. And right is the correct way towards the story and also towards the Lorestone.
Was that voices?
This Lorestone is not really missable because you have to go past it.
Turn back.
She has to keep going.
It's not safe here.
She has to keep going.
If you go down there, no one can
So once you light up your second fire, go left.
I can hear him.
So if you went right, then it will teleport you back to the same area.
disguises herself as a man to join a band of warriors.
So we're going to speed things up now.
Listen, listen, listen.
So from the Lorestone, go right.
Yes.
It also does help if you light up the torches as well. Head right again.
Find the voice. Find him.
Line up the next torch. Go right again.
We told you. We told you it was true.
Like I said, if you go the wrong way, it will teleport you back to the wrong area. So once you get the next torch, go left. Light up the next torch. Like the only reason why I'm saying light them up, because if you light them up and then you look to a different direction, you'll see the torch that you already previously lighted, so you kind of know where to go then. Once you go through, go right. This is so confusing if you go the wrong way.
It's not him. It can't be.
What's that sound? The voice is
There's your Lorestone. So this is a complete dead end. You don't need to go this way.
Ignores her father's warnings. The grave mound opens.
And now finish this area off.
Full of fire.
After you finish that area off, you will come back to the tree and go to, it doesn't really matter once again, but I'm doing the one if we're facing the tree, turn around, I'm going for the right one now. The right stone. Like I said, it doesn't really matter, you can skip ahead in the video to get to the part where you went to, or try your best to follow where I go. But this one is not really that bad to do. So as you start, you'll need to do this anyway, it's all part of the story, so you can't really get confused here.
Is here to watch you fail.
So you'll need to get used to the changing into a sunny world
It's another world.
and back into the raining world.
It's not broken. It's fixed.
But of course you got to go into this world to get the, to be even able to go up the stairs anyway. But right next to the door, what we need to activate, there will be your first Lorestone
Northmen tell
of this area.
story about the death of
What are you waiting for?
And now once you've done some more Fandango stuff, so make sure you interact with the door to activate the next puzzle sequence.
Too many times.
Eventually you'll get to this part.
Where's he gone?
Don't really need to show you much because you need to come here anyway.
He's not in this world. He's in the other one.
When you head inside,
He's in the dark world.
the Lorestone will be to the right.
once seemed so simple. Black and white.
Now once we've finally opened the main front door, we need to change back into the raining world again, or dark world. So yes, I know I keep repeating myself, but all this stuff I'm doing right now, you need to do it anyway. It's all part of the story. At the moment, there's not many Lorestones that are out the beaten way or beaten path. So that's what's pretty nice as well.
There he is.
So now once you're back into the area in the different world, if you go up and go to the very far back area,
There is a way.
before you go up the stairs, when you created them that is,
Loki makes a
interact
dark
with the next Lorestone.
and goes to the gods as they throw things at Balder.
So like I said, once you created the steps, now go up. This one's very hard to miss, so if you miss it, you're blind.
Strangled him.
Once you're on the next level, of course you see the next Lorestone.
The Northmen tell how the gods
And now interact with the door in this
His
room
body
to begin the
was
next
burned
puzzle
on the
sequences.
ship.
They mean nothing. Special. Waste of time. Could all be a waste of her time.
Next Lorestone, head upstairs.
What if the gods are laughing at her? Messing with her. It wouldn't use.
Now we need to enter the other world.
Listen to her father when you had the chance. Why didn't you listen to him? This love has tortured you. And
Once we go in the other world, the floors are fixed, and you'll find a Lorestone.
does the girl.
Also, just an FYI,
Like to
If you do get stuck, make sure you open both doors to the left and right of you.
Hermod to ride to
Once you go back into the raining world, there will be another platform you need to lower down. This will take you back to the other bits in the middle of the room where you can change the world again.
How does that make you feel?
Of course you need to do that.
He saw who she could be.
Now go back over and go left to find your Lorestone, and then do a 180 to find your last puzzle
The
piece.
Northmen tell how the
the main
gods
mission.
punished Loki for Baldur's death.
On to the next stone. So this one is located on the far right hand side. So once you drop down, head right. Then after this one we've got one more to do, and then who knows what comes out of it. When you get to the swamp area, you'll go through for quite some time, and then you'll find like a floating building or bridge that you need to, of course, put together with your focus abilities. But first, if you go through this archway to get rid of the wall here, then before getting rid of the next thing, if we just interact with the Lorestone,
The Northmen speak of a death moon.
and then you go through that again, and eventually you will make the bridge up. Once you have made the bridge, you will now have to go over it. Once you've done that successfully, go inside
Senua, come to me.
and head to the right side.
Where are you?
I'm here. I'm right here.
There's only 2 Lorestones for this area, and
There
I'll
was a
see you in the
Northman
next
called
section.
Ferretti. Big,
So now, once you leave the area, and then you have to do one more area, I do believe, with the tree. Once you've done that, you'll get teleported back out. Then you have to backtrack. You will enter a doorway that is now unlocked. Once you got enter through there, you will find this Lorestone. The reason why you don't see me go through the door, because I didn't know there's a Lorestone, so I couldn't go back. The door locked behind me. So about 4 to 5 minutes in, we'll find a torch that we need to light up these torches on the way. In the same area, but since we've got a light now, the shadow demon can't get us. We can freely grab the Lorestone, and then in this area there's another puzzle thing you have to do. So it's not like we missed this area, you have to be in here anyway, it's part of one of the story bits. So from the last location.
Sigurd remembers that his father once possessed a sword given to him by Odin.
Once we've done the last bit down here, then we have to leave.
But Sigurd's mother still has the pieces, and so Rain reforges the famous sword.
Before going through the door to your right, if you go to the alcove just located to the left, or that doorway,
And then he and Rain go in search of
this will lead you straight to a Lorestone.
the dragon Fafnir is so large and deadly that it would be impossible.
Bell was trying to save her from the dark.
I'll say about a good 7 to 10 minutes in, you'll get to the part where you need to balance over. This level is quite big, and I quite enjoyed this one the most.
She should have known.
Once you balance over, before going left and dropping down, if you drop down you can't come back up, grab the Lorestone to your right.
Sigurd kills the dragon.
Now once you've done that, go the way I described to you. You have to go down to your left hand side, not right this time. Drop down, as you can't get back up once you drop down. This next Lorestone is plain sight, so hopefully you guys don't miss it. It's before the MDM door.
Lets him hear the
Just
birds
grab it before you go carry on. So once you've figured out how to go through this M door, once again, enter it, part of the story.
She can't help but
It will get very dark in here, so go the only way you can actually see.
the guiding flame.
And you should hopefully run straight into this next Lorestone.
The longer it burned.
Hell, she must. Hela is.
Once you have finished the previous area, no idea what these levels are called because there's no indication of what the level is called. So the reason why it's all blank. What's so very annoying. I wish I know what level it's called so I can write down the title. It's really bugging me.
There has to be. She can't find
I'm not going to just copy people what they say. I have no idea how the hell they notice what level it is. But anyway, once you go through the next scene, you have to climb that big ladder. You can't really miss it. Well, there's two ways you can go. You can go left. You don't have to come here just yet. There's no point coming here yet. So if you go right and head up the stairs. Once you hit the top of the stairs, you will find your Lorestone 41.
The Northmen say the world will come to an end. They call
The final battle.
42.
It's the final task.
Once you get to the top of the stairs, you will get this cutscene with the bridge. Then you have to focus on the bridge to, you know, just do your stuff.
Mother.
Once you see that,
showed me how to see further.
turn around, go right.
To see the hidden wonders in our
That's
world.
number 42.
And explore new paths into the unknown.
43. Now once we proceeded up the stairs and do what we need to do, then we got to come back down to the bridge.
There's an illusion. She's found a way. There's a way. She can see it. She must align herself. She can do it. There's the door.
Then you, as you just seen, you can make a doorway. If you look right. I'm kind of disappointed that these Lorestones they're not really hidden, are they, as such? And then before carrying on, if you go right,
the Northmen say that at Ragnarok,
then carry on
gods
to your
will
left.
face a ship full of their
Or straight
foes,
on.
which Loki has steered to Asgard.
So now for the last one. Go through the alcove. So you need to come through here anyway, but there will be a doorway to your right that you need to take as part of the story. But if you carry on to the very, very top, and then you should see your last and final Lorestone.